Are you very intelligent? And do you find that there's not a lot out there for you? In this age of the marketplace and democracy, where everything is geared to the lowest common denominator, you find that you don't really have a lot to watch that's geared for you. Arrested Development is the answer. If you know somebody from Generation X, let's say born between 1970 and 1985, and they were watching television in the mid 2000s, and their IQ is over 120, their favorite TV show, or at least their favorite comedy series, is Arrested Development. No show before and no show after has had the level of multifaceted humor that Arrested Development has. Unfortunately, Arrested Development hasn't really been available to people who weren't watching it at the time. Arrested Development failed to pick up until, I'm not going to get into the story about what happened with Arrested Development thereafter and all the rest, because there is technically a fourth and fifth season, but the fifth season we can outlaw completely. Don't worry about the fifth season. It's not real. It was just done to fulfill a contract. And season 4, you would have to watch in the original way that the director, the creator himself, Mitch Hurwitz, the way that he set it up, not the way it was remade. I believe you can watch it, by the way, in Netflix in that original order. It's one of the options, I believe. They have both options. But in any case, back to Arrested Development. It was timely when it was coming out. They were making fun of things that were happening day to day, week to week, like the discovery of Saddam Hussein. It was an incredible show and still is an incredible show. Too many people are learning English around the world that I know are learning English from watching Batman. There's something better than Batman. There's Arrested Development. Again, don't strain yourself. If you're watching this and you're not enjoying it, then it's just not for you. That's fine. We're all different. But if you've been hungry for something, this is the answer. This video here is free for you to download and to post anywhere, provided that you post it in its entirety. From the very beginning of this video, the very first words that I spoke here, the very beginning of this video till the end of this video. Although I recommend putting in either an intro or an outro of your own so that you're not uploading the exact same thing that's already somewhere else, because I think they frown upon that. But if you put in your own intro or outro or both, then you should be fine. So this you can share and you can upload to your own channel so long as all of this entire video is included. And second of all, here on my own channel, please leave a comment letting us know where you uploaded it. My channel is YDYDY. That's the name of my YouTube channel. It stands for Yedidya, which is my name. YDYDY. And right now, however, I can't upload anything on YDYDY, so I have a new channel called Exotic Jewish History. Because as of now, the most popular playlist on my channel YDYDY is called Exotic Jewish History. I happen to be a rabbi, yada yada. Doesn't matter, not relevant for this show right here. Now, on my channel Exotic Jewish History, you have this entire show. So before anything else, watch the entirety of the show in all 6 parts on my channel Exotic Jewish History, and then come back for this. This is a random episode that I chose from season 3. I think if you're learning English and you're very intelligent anywhere else in the world, or if you're intelligent and you didn't catch a show when it was on, maybe you were too young when the show was on, here is a bit of an introduction to Arrested Development. And if this gets popular, then I'll be happy to do an explanation starting with the very, very first episode. I think anybody who's watched Arrested Development should enjoy this, not only because you get to watch some more Arrested Development with somebody who loves it himself, but there might be some little hidden things that we're looking at together that we're just noticing for the first time. All right, now we kick in.
Now the story of a wealthy family who lost everything, and the one son who had no choice but to keep them all together. It's Arrested Development. Michael was heading to work when he saw something he had never seen before lunch. His twin sister, Lindsay.
You're up?
Yeah, I work for our attorney now.
Bob Loblaw, of course. What is he thinking? I mean, how's it going?
Lousy.
The attorney's name is Bob Loblaw, which is, for the record, a real name. There's actually a large chain of stores in Canada called Loblaws, Loblaw, and I believe there is an actual Robert, go by Bob Loblaw, up there. So Bob Loblaw is the name of their new attorney. Lindsay here, who is Michael's twin sister, Lindsay is working for Bob Loblaw because the family had to pay off a debt after Lindsay, who was trying to seduce Bob Loblaw, actually used up their entire retainer while attempting to seduce him by phone. Essentially, like back in the 80s when they had those 1-900 numbers that cost, you call a psychic hotline or some group chat or whatever it was, and it cost $2.95 a minute. So Lindsay's cost, a few $100s an hour. She tries to work it off by prostituting herself to Loblaw, and Loblaw says, come on over in a maid's costume. So she does in a sexy maid's costume, but he actually has her working as a maid. In any case, right now she's working for Bob Loblaw. That's why she's awake in the morning, which is not her usual.
No, I only only took this nanny job so he'd give me a free divorce and then marry me so I'd never have to work again. But all he seems to care about is that daughter of his.
I got my horse to cancer today. First time.
I've always wanted to make love on a horse.
And tomorrow, we're gonna work without a lunch line.
That's so funny because I can put my leg behind my head. I mean, come on. I'm the nanny.
Of course, who wouldn't want to snog the nanny?
Snog. Is that another one of your new Britishisms?
It was. Michael had recently fallen bum over noggin for a beautiful English woman called Rita.
It is a Britishism. There are various Englishes, as you probably know, and the English has some words and terms that American English doesn't. In this case, snog, bum, meaning behind, noggin, meaning head.
Did I say snog again? Bloody hell. Listen, you want to win over Bob, you got to win over the kid, and here's what you do. You find something that you're good at, and you share it with her. Well, you're at it, share it with us, too. And try not to act so desperate. Oh, my God, did I miss a call?
This is Rita. Just wanted to say hi. I'm on my way to the train station. Bye-bye.
She's leaving. I got to get over there.
Rita is the British girl that Michael ended up getting accidentally involved in when he's trying to track down his father's claim that there was some British syndicate that used him, George Sr., Michael and Lindsay's father, that used him as a patsy to build houses in Iraq, and that he shouldn't therefore be considered an actual traitor, which is the main difficulty that he faces legally. And going out there to a place called Wee Britain, as in like, Little Haiti or Chinatown. So Wee Britain is this supposed Little Britain place out there, and you have to actually be British to get the information that Michael wants to get from the local registrar. So he ends up getting involved with this girl. There's definitely something weird going on with the girl. By this point, the way Arrested Development humor works is that it's made for people who are smarter than the show itself. In other words, they want you to laugh at the errors within the show itself, breaking the fourth, fifth, and sixth walls. At this point, they haven't said anything about exactly what's weird about her just yet. But hopefully you're able to catch on before the characters or the narrator even do.
Michael raced to the station,
God, is that how I look?
where Rita was being given her ticket.
And your instructions. Call me if you get in over your head.
Hey, hi there, Rita. Hey, Michael. Hi. Where are you going and how long are you going for?
For your safety and security, ladies and
Yeah, right. Do not answer that. I'm not getting clingy.
Why are you breathing like that?
Oh, I wasn't hurrying to come stop you. I was out on for my daily, do you run it all?
Oh, yes. I was in the Olympics once. I won a silver medal.
You're that Rita Leeds? Oh, my goodness. And the silver medal, yes. And you came in second. Now I'm very embarrassed to be out of breath in front of you. But you take my breath away.
Oh, Michael. You're such a...
Michael was stunned. He assumed Rita was using the word in the American sense, meaning weak or cowardly. In fact, Rita meant it in the British sense, meaning sweet or gentle, as in pussy cat.
Jerry's not so bad. It's being led by Rotten Apple.
Oh, Reggie, fighting for your country. You're such a pussy.
When I miss your lips, I'll put in my mouth and think of you.
That also had a different meaning over there.
Now you get that that's actually the youngest brother, Buster, playing that role over there in that supposed old British movie from 1941, except that he has this huge British jaw protruding from the bottom of his face. Plus, his left arm is wounded, as he is Buster in this TV show, where in an earlier episode, his left hand got bitten off by a loose seal, which coincidentally is the greatest danger in his own life, his mother, Lucille, who overmothers him.
Michael returned home, hoping to take solace in his son's company.
Thinking you and I should maybe go play a little catch, maybe go for a run, do some guy stuff.
But we're not good at that stuff.
Yes, I am. We both are.
Michael and his son had never been a very successful athletic team. In fact, the only thing George Michael really liked was hanging motionless from the monkey bars, which the President's Council on Fitness ranks as slightly easier than the slide.
Anyway, I was just thinking that maybe we should emphasize athletics a little bit more in this family. Now, start us off with a protein drink, okay? Still doing that, huh? Well, I do think we should go for a run, huh? Some real guy stuff.
I'm supposed to go fabric shopping with Ann today.